Hello, I'm starting here a research that I want to share with you. And this is a shift of context of space. Right now, we are dealing with this technology. We have technology right now that is so powerful. We have this technology that can make a video right now and capture what I'm saying and somehow capture it and then store it, and then it can be put up in the internet, and it can have like this massive I mean, like, not even massive, it like can be seen by somebody else on the other side. And that is just one of the things that it can do. You can have meetings, you can have meetings with people, you can have movies, search for videos about whatever topic, about any sort of idea or question that you have. You can type it on this little machine, and it brings up this huge information. So I have this machine at my hand. It's in my pocket. I take it out, I open it. What time is it? I look at the time. I close it, put it down. I look at the time. What time is it? Oh, there is a message. What is that message said? And then it goes on. Oh, there is this. I look at it, open the time, and look at it, and say, oh, there is an notification that there is a new video that got uploaded, and I want to see it. And then it has. So I get lost in a way, like I had the intention first of seeing what time it is. For example, it just has so many capacities. It's like this doorway, it's like this mirror where you look into, and then it's like a whole world. It's like a dreaming world inside of this little tiny machine. Do you know what I'm talking about? So in this little machine is that capacity to kind of like go into and get lost inside of there, like the dream world. Like it's a world in there, and then there is another world that is here, that is the reality of where we are. This the reality of where we are. And I had, for example, the need, the necessity to seeing what time it is. So I pull out my phone, I see what time it is, and I get more than that. It has this capacity in this specific technology that it has right now, is that it has hooks that draw me in to that place. And also, I'm seeing how this is playing for myself about when it's like the perfect thing for avoiding responsibility. So, as for this part of myself that is interested in avoiding responsibility, and by that I mean, like, not being responsible, not mm, avoiding, hiding. This part of me that wants to hide, that wants to avoid, that wants to stay sneaking around, that kind of like delaying. I'm gonna delay, I'm gonna look at this thing while I wait for this other thing, or I don't want to take care of that thing right now because I don't want to, because I'm tired, because it's too scary, or because it's too draining, or because I don't want to do it, or because it's too difficult. Whatever the reason is of that responsibility that I have over there, is like this phone, this machine is the perfect uh, mechanism to avoid that responsibility, or at least it can be that. uh, for example, I have to right now, I have to sweep the floor here because there is a mess in the floor here, and instead of that, I was checking. First, I was reading the manual for a device that I'm powering, but then inside of that, whenever I was getting tired of reading the manual, and I wanted a break from it, I will go to see the notifications on Facebook. Do I have any notification on Facebook? Did anybody commented on any of my posts? Did anybody answer to the questions that I put in there, or the post? So it creates this kind of this sideway effect, that it has the capacity of being a device where I can take responsibility, and a thing that I can avoid responsibility in the same place, in the same device. So I are you still with me? You see the complexity of this machine, of this computer that is at your hand, and this is only touching on the tip of the iceberg, from like a very far end. Like, I'm not even touching on the complex technology that is that, and who is making that technology, and who how are we interacting with that technology. I'm not even bringing up AI. I'm not bringing up corporations. I'm just talking about my connection with this machine, how this machine is with my world. And and I'm talking as a magician here. I'm talking as a magician, uh, of that travels from different realities, from one reality to another, of changing different from context to context. Like, what context am I traveling on in this machine? What context am I creating on here? What context am I on here? And seeing that for my family, there is a big pain. There is a big pain when we are sitting at the dinner table, and you're and somebody takes out the phone, like it's the most normal thing, takes out their phone and starts tapping on it and looking at it, and things are happening, and it's like it changes the space. Like, the person that's going into that is going to another space. So it's like, for me, the question is, well, the result of that action, uh, is that when I do it, I think that I am working. I'm being of service. I'm taking care of myself. I am taking care of my circles. I'm staying in connection with the people that I'm communicating. I'm being responsible. This is the appearance that when I'm taking that, like, this is the responsible. But what it creates in the space is that there is no, um, well, it also has the capacity of creating disconnection. For example, at the dinner table, like, that one of the familiars, like, comes out and opens his up, and and starts typing on it, and then it creates this sort of like disconnection, like, oh, we're having this conversation all together here in this reality with our physical body, where we're breathing the same air, where we are sharing the food, and all of a sudden this person goes and disconnects. And it's like, what I'm yearning for, and where I'm going with this, is that I want, like, is that the value of a real connection, and the value of having things clear, like a clear context, and the value of having, kind of, like, is it are you actually being responsible, or are you actually, like, completely avoiding being present here in the space, and you're just using that to avoid being present, and to put the pretend that you're being responsible. So it has this characteristic, when it's not set consciously in the space, that I'm taking responsibility, that doing this is being responsible, that doing this is a cool thing, is the adult thing, that I'm gonna look at my phone and check the thing. And in a and it's not clear the context. So what I want to create, what I'm wanting to create more in my space for myself, in the way that I interact with this mechanism, this technology, is a more conscious way. It's so epic. Like, this machine is so epic. Like, it's a training ground, it's a training space, it's a connection to another worlds, connection to other people around the world, other forms of consciousness, other consciousness, human and non-human. Now with AI, it has a like capacity to connect with libraries of knowledge, with videos, movies, fantasy, non-fantasy, reality, and documentaries. It has the capacity of recording your own epic adventure or your own world, recording a video. So it's this powerful thing that we are taking out just like it's nothing. It's like we're just like taking it out. It's like a fucking Jedi, like just like pulling out the lightsaber and starting waving it around. It's like I started like I'm a Jedi and I just take out my saber and I start waving it around like it's nothing. And it's like, fuck, like you could cut somebody with that, you could kill somebody with that, you could, and it's happening. It's killing intimacy in our spaces as human beings. It's completely killing the intimacy, and it's creating connection in other ways, but in a space, a mage space, where the context is clear, where intimacy is a huge value, where connection is valued, where consciousness and evolution is something of value, then I see the need for having another, like, more clarity around this. And you see it, like, the example that I have right now is that of the Matrix. Like, when you go in the Matrix, the people in the Nebuchadnezzar, they are a crew. They are and they are connected with each other in their purpose. They know what they're doing. They know their crew, their purpose of their doing, and it's so clear the moment when they're going inside the Matrix, the moment when they get plugged in their back, and they go inside of the Matrix. They say, like, I'm going in the Matrix. And what are you doing there? Like, well, it's either for training. You're either going there to, like, going into a training space where you can call out uh, these buildings for jumping, or these, like, rows of guns or whatever it is, or you're going into the actual, like, living world of the Matrix, where you connect with people. And anyways, there is this clear distinction in the crew of where Neo is, and the people from Zion. These people that are disconnected from the Matrix, and they have the capacity of going into the Matrix and going out. That is very clear when they're going in. There is not uh, it's not like they carry on a plug and they just, like, plug in to check the time, and, like, what time is it, and they plug in. Or they say, like, I'm gonna check Facebook, and they plug in. It's like so intentional, the time of, like, of that process. So it's a process of slowing that down, that interaction, so that it becomes more conscious of the power that we are yielding in our hands. Because it's so easy to forget, it's so easy to be normalized because everybody's doing it. And in a mage space, it's like you're like a Jedi space. It's like you're, like, just throwing your sword around, not being, like, really conscious of what you are doing. So this is an invitation, and an initiatory process into a new space of bringing how can we create more awareness. How can I create more awareness? Not just awareness, but how can I slow down this process from looking at this? phone, and then going into the phone with unconscious purposes. And one of the things that I coming as of right now is like having a watch. You have a watch, a timepiece, instead of using your phone. You check your timepiece instead of your phone. You have a timepiece on the space where you're in. This can be one of the ways that you stop that habit of checking your phone for the time. And another habit is to not have it in your pocket. Something like have a box for it. You have a box for it that is covered in aluminum or something like this, and you have either specific times when you go to it, like a specific time of the days, like on Tuesdays, from this time to this time, I'm gonna be going like into this world. I'm gonna be using this technology. And another another form is communicating in the space, your purpose of going into this thing. I guess this when you're working with a team. If you're working by yourself, it's like you'll still have your sort of box or compartment where you keep your phone, and it's like I'm going into this thing, and I'm going to do this, and this is what I'm going there for. I'm going to write an article, I'm going to make a video, I'm going to record a video and publish it, make an intro and an outro and publish it on the internet. I'm going to send a message to this friend. I'm going to uh, create my website. Whatever the intention is, like just have that intention before you go in. And because what seems to be happening when this is not there is the unconscious going that I'm going to check the time, then something else hooks me, then something else hooks me, then something else hooks me, and then when I know I'm deep inside of there, I've been there for 20 minutes, and I I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm lost in the in the reels. I'm lost in the YouTube videos, and all of these are algorithms that are created and designed to hook your attention. This technology is feeding from your attention, so it's only when you take when to take back your attention and take back the responsibility for what you're doing with your attention, that this makes any sense of what can I do. And uh this is for me a journey into like making this like a more like better use of my time and my attention in the time that I have here, and with the circumstances that are happening around the world, and with the things that are happening inside of me. And and for possibility management, like if it's for it's becoming like gremlin food. If it's not done consciously, this is the biggest gremlin food. And gremlin is this part of myself, is this part of ourselves that wants to avoid responsibility, or that is designed to avoid responsibility. So your phone can be the biggest gremlin food. So if you're studying your gremlin, if you're studying this part of yourself that is avoiding responsibility, or you're studying the parts of yourself that want to take more responsibility, then you gotta like go to the phone, go to the technology, this technology that is in your pocket, that is so ubiquitous and normalized in your life, and look at it, because there might be a lot of time that you're spending in that device, in that is feeding this part of yourself that is avoiding responsibility. And the question is like like there's so many questions. It's like, what are you doing that you're avoiding? What is it that you're avoiding? Are you using your phone for avoiding being present and not intimacy? Are you is there something that you should be doing that you know that you want to do but you're not doing, and you're doing something else instead that is kind of what you want to do but it's not really what you want to do. And then find out these questions, because there is for me, from experience, there is a big pain in there from using this technology in unconscious ways. And I want to hear more ideas about what can what are some strategies, or what are some things that can be done to slow down this process and make it more conscious, slow down the process from taking out the phone and using it, and in a way that it is more conscious, not from your head, but like your whole body like gets it, like, ah, this is what I need to be doing right now, I'm going to do it. And then you go, the machine is just another the means to it. It's not the whole thing. You just going, doing, completing, and then you get to have your attention. You get to have your attention back. You get to have your intimacy in your group. You get to have integrity in your life, and you get to have more time, more attention, more connection with the people around you. And this is the purpose of this uh, space that I'm creating as a mage, of going from this door where I'm in the pain, to going into a different space where we get to discover what is there for us as a crew, as a team, and to connect into these tools that are so amazing and so they turn us on so much. We are so turned on by this. They're revolutionizing the way we live our life, the way we talk, the way we think, the way we relate. And I want to go into that space with you, and I want to know what ideas come from you. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and until the next transmission.